Well, welcome back to my second of the playthrough here. I think the first one went okay. Now we have a kind of a battle. You should be able to win this, where the mechanic is actually, I don't know what this is, like a light cruiser. Yeah, light cruiser Endeavor. So what I like to do is look over the battle space, something that I don't see a lot of the other guys using. Okay, so 1, 2, we got 2 white dudes. There's usually 5 white things, white capture points on a map. So you got to capture 3. So let's see, we have 1 near us, 1 near him, and here. So if we can grab that one and fight over the middle one, and where's the other one? And grab that one. Ugh, that's gonna be hard. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take our light ship and put him here. And tell his, I don't know why he's gotta be told all the time. Stay here, boom, boom. This is a sword. Yes, so he faces forward, by the way. I like swords, they're generally just a real good ship. I'm gonna put my big ship here, even though that's probably not wise. It's probably wiser to put my big ship, no, I'm gonna put my big ship in the middle. The cruiser, the Lunar class cruiser. And then tell his captain to go, make his rules engagement 3. And then I'm gonna put the Mars light cruiser, which is a little bit faster here. Now the reason I'm doing that, and then tell his captain to go, and have him to go to medium range. Where? Oh yeah, I'm not using that guy. I was right. Where are the Marines? So in this, I tell him to go here, and I tell him to go here. He's going to take forever. My plan is, this is why they have capture points, by the way, even though some people seem not to understand that, is I'm going to, and I don't really care if they find him out, I'm going to try to capture that capture point and then reassemble my fleet. So if you tell the captains to do their own thing and, you know, not run into each other, which is my problem,
Transition begun.
You got to come over here for some reason and tell them to
Reroute power to retro propulsion.
not move. Now I'm going to tell my ship to also go fast. Hit the big red button, as the orcs would call it, mean go fast, because for some reason I think the game, the IA, the artificial intelligence that they use, always knows who your captain ship is, so it's useless to kind of hide it, in my opinion. Oh man,
your orders?
2 fighters or bombers. Now let me pause this so I can do a little explanation, and we'll kind of not do that. This thing I think says 12 turrets to protect you from aircraft and missiles and such not, and torpedoes. This is how many people you have on board, and I don't know what this little yellow check mark means. But
we serve.
Oh, that's neat to do. Now I know how to do that. But flagship status? I don't know, maybe. But these fighters, they should be fighters. As you see the anti-aircraft guns on the ship starting to fire at the fighters. What they're going to do is they're kind of come in and try to take down these turrets. And the reason they're doing that is so in the future, not right now, they can send bombers over to smash the ship. As far as I understand it, if you send bombers in at first, then without taking down those turrets, they're not very effective. All right, so people have, now I'm going to have to, again, okay, I've seized it. A little area. Great. Now, you can hit Alt to see, like, I need to see if these rocks here are, they're not. So I'm going to tell this guy, and then you can hit Shift to do this. Alt shows you where the mines are. Like, if that's a mine, hit Alt, and it doesn't, see there's no minefield. Oh, there's a minefield right here. You can hit Alt, and you see how the little red, that's the actual where the minefields are. I saw a person go, oh, I don't know why they're doing this way. Like, well, just hit Alt.
Ready.
All right, so now, go fast.
Your order. Rouse the engines to fury.
Get over there and get gone real fast. So now my plan is to seize these 3 points. Remember, there's 5 points, and the enemy guy is seizing that point. So his fleet is somewhere over here. So technically, I might be able to sneak in here and have this guy seize that other point and be 4-2 and be almost out of here. See, 1 turret lost. So I've actually lost 2 turrets by those fighters stripping my ship of its ability to defend itself against bombers.
Machine spirit
So you
appeased.
send another turret lost, 9 turrets. Yuck. So what he'll do is he'll send over a fighter squadron initially. Hit play. And then strip your your ship of all its turrets, and then send bombers back. So, oh, okay. You got it. Like I don't know how you guys do it, but for me, I have to.
Aye, Admiral.
I have to do
Setting
something like
course.
this because I'm fighting 3 battles. And
Maximum
I have to
burn.
go back and forth. You know, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So yeah, these fighters are stripping. Now I'm down to 8 turrets. I started off with what, 12? Not good. So, but I can go retros and then that's it. So he's coming over to help. So what I'm gonna do is seize as many of these points as I can, and then bring my fleet together.
Engaging drive. Optimal course set.
So, yep, the big battle will show up in the middle. Now I can bring this little escort back, or I can have this escort, this guy right here,
We serve.
trying to slide this out from under the guy. And as long as I keep my ship in this, he can't. Ooh, is he gonna come in here? If he's gonna come in here, you know what I'm gonna give him some hot Malta love. Magnum? I don't know. Fire. What is this? Melta. I'm gonna give him some hot Imperial Melta love. Melta love, baby. Hey, you want some hot Melta love? Yeah, you do. You sound like you do. Boom. Here's some hot Melta love for you. Fast. Ooh. Fireboard. Yeah, baby. Love that stuff.
We are ready to serve.
Need some hot Melta love. Melta, is that the right word? Oh, see,
Ship ready.
ships. You gotta catch them and tell them not to move. You're gonna stand there. I'm gonna just pump torpedoes into you, buddy. And let me tell you, that is not attractive. I'm just gonna give you some hot melt love.
Your order.
How about you give him some Imperial love too? Torpedoes up the backside. That's what I'm saying. And now you got to get him in here and tell him to stop moving. But you can face that way. So we're gonna see that one of the things the AI doesn't do very well is it comes into the thing and then doesn't move. So now his engine's been destroyed. So we're gonna make him priority, and his engine's already destroyed. So if he's gonna stand there, I'm gonna give him some more. Oh man, my hey, fix stuff.
Now. Heading acknowledged.
I'm gonna give you hot melt love.
Machine spirit appeased. With matchless efficiency.
Fireboard, yeah, okay. Get that morale going down. Let's send some cyborgs from the.
You seized a strategic area.
Excellent, I did, didn't I? Thank you. Thank you, I did.
We serve.
So while we turn his engines on and get him
Heading
over here.
acknowledged.
Hit Alt to see where that edge of that red line is, so you can see what I'm
Coordinates
saying.
acknowledged.
Right here, this is the asteroid field. Hot magma, magma love. That's what I say.
You have accumulated 25% of strategic
You're gonna
points.
stand there. I'm gonna give you some hot magma love. That's what I'm doing.
To serve the Omnisire.
Oof. You are
Transition
not
begun.
doing well, buddy. I'm gonna give you a little bit more of the Emperor's love in the form of nice, big, firm torpedoes. Healing gets fire too. Ooh, turret took out one. Still not good. You know what? I mean, this is ignorant, but this is yeah, this is
We
ignorant.
wait your command.
Yeah. So, come on. He's gone. Mutiny. Oh, you gotta leave now, huh?
Ship ready.
The spirits obey.
I'm gonna keep my capital ship in here.
Battle
I'm gonna tell
protocols
him to go get
engaged.
him. I don't let mutiny ships leave, even though people think they're not that important. I do,
Underway.
mostly because they can be like right there. He came back, so I'm not down with that. So
Changing course.
whether you think he's mutinous or not, don't care.
Engaging
My
targets.
concept is, oh, you want some hot? You want some hot magma love? I think you want some.
You have seized a strategic
Yeah, I did
area.
seize it, didn't I? Big boy, seizing all the points. Ooh,
Aye, Admiral.
let's
Engaging engines.
turn off the little thing. Don't do that.
Course
You don't-
engaged.
You don't want to shove your escort up his butt.
Understood.
That the escort you're not me. So no magna love for you.
Burn
Let's
retros.
stop here. Let's stop. Let's just stop. Let's go over there.
Coordinates
And,
acknowledged.
and then you get normal things because you're crazy.
We serve.
All right, so I don't have some plasma bombs here. I'm gonna do a plasma bomb right there. That hot magna love, little plasma bomb. Emperor's
You
gonna.
have accumulated 50% of strategic
Yeah.
Heading active.
Ugh, that's terrible. Terrible. Where you at?
State your order.
That's fine. What are you at? Yeah, I brought you in close. I'm a night fighter. I like my capital ships getting close, which causes a lot of damage to me.
We
But
serve.
gets to the action here. We're on full play. Woo! Look at me. I'm a big boy in the RTS world. Yay! I can do full side play in like 5 minutes. Don't sweat.
Engaging targets.
The engine gone. Stop moving. So once you start knocking them down on them engines, then you can start sending some. Oh, where you go? Oh, he went away. Heretic!
You have
Smear them
accumulated
from the sky.
75% of strategic
Obey
points.
only the one true God of mankind. That's what I say. One true God of mankind. Fundamentalists, fascists, religiously fundamentalists, human fascists. What an interesting concept. We humans are better than everybody else. Probably work that way too. As soon as we find some other aliens, then suddenly it won't be any. We'll have a reason not to hate each other. All right, so in this campaign, I don't know what that is. All right, so this gives you these little points. You need to get to step 2. By the way, it's not clear, but you got to get to step 2 to be able to get cruisers. So when you come up, you can do escorts. Your guys can build escorts, and they can build light cruisers. But to build cruisers, you got to fill up this bar, become like a bigger admiral, and then you get it. This is your lunar class. As you see, I got a little damage there. I don't know why it hovers and I can't see it. Tooltip. Renown points allows you to ability your command capacity and leadership, and grants you access to new ships. But they don't just simply say, larger ships. Like, step 2 gives you cruisers. Thank you. Ships experience after victorious, they get your ships get better. I haven't really noticed it getting that much better, but okay, whatever. Leader experience, when a leader reaches level 4, his fleet movement points increase by 1. Whatever, I've never got that high, so I don't know.
First victory is ours. Others will follow should we remain true to our duty. Battles leave scars. I must be mindful of my vessel's condition. The reclamation of Demiur's binary has taken our enemy by surprise. The Claustum system is exposed. We shall push our advantage. If the fleet is to grow, we must have access to production facilities. If Claustum falls to our forces, we shall have them.
So this is a neat trick. So he used 2 fleets. They guide you through using 2 fleets to seize one point, so that you can use your 3rd fleet to go kind of break through and get to the weaker underbelly. So this, because there's no chaos vessels in this, you just say take control. So you put your ships above the planet and say, hey, guess who you now serve? And they go, oh yeah, you, the boss man. I'm like, yeah, you guys forgot about me when all the demons and such not came through. Let's see. Resource construction points are most valuable as they are necessary to construct ships. Shipyards provide construction points that are necessary to build ships. When a system is conquered, the shipyards do not provide construction points immediately. They have to replenish. You have to start putting the wage slaves back in, which is all of us, back into action to build whatever you need to build. Shipyards gain construction points each turn until they reach their maximum value. This thing is going to give somebody an epileptic seizure. In turn. And all I see initially from this game is that the Chaos fleets build up. And the reason is because they essentially don't see you as a big threat. And this little threat bar is how bad, like, how you're hosing the system up.
Have to offer our crusade.
So this little bar here is like, what do they call it? Your urgency reduction? I don't know if I can I, how do I reduce that? Reduce that? So I don't know how to reduce that. But anyway, that thing is saying as it gets higher, it's more likely that chaos will attack you. These little red ships are chaos fleets, and the higher this bar gets, the more likely they'll attack. But what's nice, which I didn't realize initially, was that when they attack, they warn. It says, oh, chaos fleet's incoming in 2 turns. So you have chances to move your defenses around. That's why you can use all of your ships to do what you got to do. So let's see here. They want us to add a new ship. By the way, I don't ever, what am I? No English? ISB. I do not use resource points to actually repair any ship. I only use them to build ships, so you can come over here and build them.
Demios Binary Shipyard isn't capable of full production just yet. We'll use Clawston for now, and wait until Demios is capable of crafting larger vessels.
This is your shipyard network. You can see all your shipyards in one place, so you don't have to go hunting and packing for them, I guess. So you come over here, because you don't have to switch
Clawston's
systems.
shipyards are small, but can provide us with recon ships. These will be valuable assets for our operations. Big guns are nothing if not deployed with grand purpose.
So they want you to, you can build any of these. You have to hit this little plus bar, and then it'll appear on the right side.
All is prepared. It is time to welcome a new vessel to the Emperor's service.
So what I don't see on this screen, in addition to construction points, building ships require resources, and resources are what we're going to focus on because I ran out once, and you don't want to do that because you'll lose. Escort ships, the number of escort ships within a fleet is limited. It depends on the number of line ships. Basically, you can have so many escort ships to how many cruisers you have, and they do that, I assume, to just limit you just building up big, hordes of escort ships and conquering the galaxy with them. And just spamming them. Once the construction validates, the ships are immediately added to your fleet, which is kind of cool. Our epileptic bounty box.
Reconquest of the Cadian sector can now proceed. However, we cannot leave our holdings without defenses. We should at least deploy an orbital minefield.
I haven't seen how this works because no one's attacked this sector, but I do a minefield right there, and it turns off, and it used 80 of these little resources.
With opportunity. As ground is seized, new objectives will arise. Let us proceed. We are the Emperor's fist. Let his foes tremble at our coming.
Okay, that's neat. Thank you. We're trembling. Space stations. By the way, I've never been able to build a space station yet, but you can't build them anywhere. That's what they're saying. You only can build them within strategic position points. But if you click on here and you say, well, it won't let you look at it yet. Oh, yeah, they won't let you. Oh, is it here? Yeah. So fine, we'll intern because it wants you to. Like I said, the first 2 or 3 turns, they want to guide you through everything, which is fine. It'd be nice if they tell that they could turn the tutorial down to low, but whatever.
The systems we have reclaimed are developing well.
Okay, so can I now click on this? Yes. Now
Prosperous
you can see
systems can only be a good thing for our cause. We will protect them.
So this thing is telling you we got 341 resource points, which is the money in this world. Resource points, and if you go up here, it says that next turn, our income, that's not good, will be negative 21. We'll only produce 30, but our fleet is using 51. Not good. But I think if you look through here, the Forge World, it's producing 20 now. What does it say? We're producing 30. It's producing 20 now, but at level 2, it produces 40. So we spend 100 resources.
Receiving communication
Now-
from the Vox relay. It is Lord High Admiral Drang.
So the old man's still alive. I told you he was too tough to kill.
Admiral Spire, I trust you stand ready for orders.
Always.
Good. Strategically and symbolically, the Cadian sector is vital to our efforts. You will reclaim it, Admiral. The Emperor protects.
Understood. The Emperor protects.
So initially, I didn't understand that you got to capture these 4 systems. This map they're showing you is, I think, 2 different systems. One is the Cadian two different sectors, or at least two different sectors. One is the Cadian sector, and the other one is something else I don't know really. I one time I just spent all my time conquering that because it seemed better to kind of secure your back lines, but unbeknownst to me, there's a time limit on this. And I think the time limit is this little red bar here. If you take too much time building up yourself and you get to the red bar before you get all of these conquered, you lose. List your missions up there. List your current missions that you got to do in a very quick time or a fairly quick time. Fleet panel allows you to visualize all your fleets. I don't know where that's at, but wherever. Evolution of points of interest. I don't know what that means, but I think it means that that little 1, 2, 3, you can actually grow things all through. I mean, they have minefields and gas fields. It's pretty neat. I think that they did a pretty good job on that. Once a point of interest is ready to be evolved, you have to spend a resource to unlock the next level and start the process to reaching the next one. Gotcha. Close. All right. So why do you want me to click on this? I already did that. What do you want me to do? All right. So now we have 241, and our next turn income will be 0. Well, that's not attractive at all. You know, we've got to take these 4 sections. Well, we got to go through here. Well, I guess you know what I've never done, and I think I'm going to do is I've never actually brought my fleets back and attacked Cadia first. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I will do that. So this is like 400, 500, 600 points, and we do not have 600 points, and I don't think we have the ability to gather that many points that quickly. And oh, this guy can grow. So this is the star, and this is the planet. So he wants to grow to 2. So if you look at a mining world, it says that he increases resources by 3% or 6% to connect the system. So he's increasing the resources over here, over in this forge world. And the forge world actually produces resources, and this hive world also produces resources. Right now it's producing 10. So technically what we could do is we could either go around here, conquer these 3 worlds, which you have to conquer anyway. I'll probably do that. So let's see, is my fleet, so this ship right here is a little bit damaged, but as long as you stay in friendly space, it'll heal some of its damage. So what we will do is we will move ourselves, we'll move this fleet. And by the way, it's interesting, as long as you're connected, you can build whatever, and then we'll move that fleet there. See how it moved? And then we go back and move this fleet here. I don't know if there's any group move. And then we'll move the Adaptus Sarde fleet here also. Oh, ba-doom. And then what we will do is we will. Why does this want to? Does it want to upgrade? What is it whining about? It has a little. Oh, it can upgrade, and oh, if I spend 100 points, it will give me 6% higher resources. So I guess that's fair. Fine, I'll spend 100 points, and then also what I'll do. The problem is, how much will I produce? Next term income will be 1. Yuck. So I'm not going to buy myself another ship because each ship you own actually takes resources per turn. So what I'm going to do is, this is 169, so that's 100 plus 300, that's 469.92. 400, 550 or so. 550. We are not very attractive at all, are we? 200, 300, 400, 400, I don't know, 500. So yeah, we're going to be outmatched big time to go over there. Now we could add ourselves another ship. The problem is, if we do that, look at that. Our production is 52, our fleet upkeep is 51. So, but the problem is this little tick bar is ticking. And as it gets higher, it's more likely that chaos will attack you. So this guy can be up there in his, generate 1 construction points to a maximum of 2 increased allied fleet repair rate, increase the repair rate of all allied ships in connected systems. So I don't really need to do that right now. What I need is resource points. And yeah, why am I... Look, he only has one ship in his fleet still. I only have two ships in my fleet. He only has 2 ships. So why in the world? Let's take control of this. Maybe that'll help us. Canadian survivor. Oh, look at that. Survivors emerge from the ruins of Acadia, looking for a way to avenge their kin. They offer their lives and everything they saved as a war effort to the Imperium. 100 resource points every turn for the next 10 turns, which is quite nice. Okay, so now that we're about to get 100 for the next, I can actually afford a slightly larger fleet. So I can go over here and add a ship. I don't think I can add a light cruiser yet. Yes, I can. And I personally like Dauntlesses. You can add whatever you like. And this is the Dauntless with the torpedoes. It's less impressive apparently than this Dauntless. You hit plus over here and you hit confirm. And then so now that we have that, remember 100 of that production is not good, is temporary. So right now we're producing 52 long-term and we're actually losing production points, which I don't know what happens when you lose it, because we actually, we don't, I haven't seen it. I always keep my production above, so I haven't really seen it. So, but I assume it is not good. So what we're gonna do is, next turn, what we're going to do is use these 3 fleets to attack these 2 fleets and take this, because we have to. It's right there. And then we have to take that one, and then we have to take that one, and then we have to take Acadia. You can take them any order you want. I tend to like I said, I like to destroy the small ships and when they're attacking to get them off the board. And I also try to wipe out the other star systems or other solar systems. I guess they are star systems before we take it out. So next time we'll come in here and we will smash Vorga Torki, whatever, that system with these 3 fleets. Have a good one.